Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Good evening. Thanks so much for tuning in to the William Pace Show tonight. Tonight we're talking about the Dakota Center, and my guest this evening is the former director and a current board member, Sharon Mitchell. Thank you so much for being on the program tonight.
Thank you for having me, William.
I have to tell the viewers how we met. We met at a meeting, I think it was the NAACP meeting, at what used to be the Boys Academy, and I guess now it's called the Roosevelt School. And there, folks, was this lady that was talking so passionately about the Dakota Center. And I said, who is this woman? I've got to meet her. And that's how we met. So I wanted to give the viewers a little background on how we met. And so it's a joy to have you here tonight.
Well, it is a delight for me as well, William, to talk about Dakota Center, talk about its beginnings, talk about where we are today and where we hope to be in the future.
Well, you've traveled a big distance from starting on a street called the Dakota Street in a house, not a very big house, I guess.
No, it wasn't.
And to having, what is it, almost a block now? Is it?
It's about 2 blocks.
2 blocks.
2 blocks from Dakota Street.
I think Father Holly is smiling down upon you, and I think he's so proud of you and the work that's been done.
I tell you what, Father Holly was a joy to work with. He was a very humble man and very passionate about the needs of people. And during the riots in the late 60s, Father Holly was so moved by the riots and by the way West Dayton was just literally just in a disarray. And he wanted to do something to help the community. So his church was like on the same street as Dakota Street. And so he got with a friend of his. Father Holly was a Maronist priest who worked at UD. And so he got with a friend of his, Mr. William Bill Holben, and they talked about starting a mission. And that's how Dakota Street Center came to be. It started off as a mission.
You see, that's the way so many organizations that we have today started. It took just God putting the vision in one person, and that vision, it don't take a lot.
No. And he asked friends and co-workers to help him with this mission. And so the mission became the Dakota Street Center. He offered after-school programming. He offered programming for seniors, all in that little house.
Wow.
And so several years they stayed in the house, and then they had a misfortune, the house burned. And so they had to move into the church down the street for just a short while he looked for another place for Dakota Center. And if you knew Father Holly, you know he would never give up.
No, he was relentless, I think.
Yes, he was. He was. He would never give up. And so it was his dream that he had to do this. This was God's calling on his life. And so what he did from there was he discovered this barn behind the YWCA on Summit Street, which is now Parlor and Stone Bar. And so he got the board to agree to look at the barn. And so they decided that they were going to purchase it. So Dakota Center moved from Dakota Street to that YMCA barn. And that's where we stayed a little over 15 years, maybe 16, 17 years. And then he didn't stop there. He kept working and he kept working. And I would tell people all the time, he could get money. I tell you what, anytime he needed some funds, he knew how to call on his friends. He used to tell me, I have 100 best friends. He said, my 100 friend list. And he'd go down that list and pull out his people and call them and ask them for a donation.
And the scripture said, ye have not because
you ask not.
Ask not.
But he didn't have a problem asking.
Yeah.
He certainly didn't.
And thank God for those people, Father Holly, and so many other people who are visionaries, who can come forth and see the need in the midst of the noise of the world today, and come forth and be used as a vessel to help people. You know, it's so needed in a very troubled world that we live in today.
But you know, he didn't stop there.
No, he kept going.
He kept going. He didn't say, you know, oh, we got in the barn and this is where we'll stay. His vision included a new facility. And so with his working with his friends and you know, the University of Dayton and some other people, they were able to raise funds to build what we're now in on 33 Barnett Street.
And people, you just have to call the Dakota Center and ask for a guided tour. You just won't believe what, from Father Holly's vision, what can happen. And another good friend of mine says to me all the time, if God gives you a vision, because so many people are wondering, well, okay, I got the vision, but how and when and who, and you know, God is calling us to have the faith.
Yes.
If he's giving you the vision, the rest is going to come.
Yes, yes.
The prerequisite is how well we stand in that vision on our lives. You see, it's not where God's going to take care of the who, what, when, or whys, and the therefore, but are we going to be able to stand in that call, that vision, when times get really hard and the way of the world comes into things? So, and people, as I was saying, you need to take a guided tour of the Dakota Center and see why it is truly so special, and why the people there that they serve, their needs, and how this center is working in the lives of people in the neighborhood, West Dayton, and beyond. And so when we return, we're going to be talking with the director, Mike Miller, and he's going to tell us so much more about all the wonderful things at the Dakota Center. There's more to come on the William Pace Show, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. Stay with us. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you. Good evening, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning in to the William Pace Show tonight. My guest this evening is Mike Miller, the director of the Dakota Center. Thanks so much, Mike, for being on the program tonight.
Thank you, William.
As we talked before, during the break, I learned that you've been there now 6 years.
Yes, thank you very much.
Does it seem like it's been 6 years, or does it seem like it was just yesterday?
You know, I have felt that I was supposed to be at Dakota Center, and
so it was a call.
Yes, it really is a call for me, and and it doesn't feel like 6 years. It feels like really 6 months that I have been there, and there is no, in a sense, it seems to be eternal. The time does not add up with it in the work that we do, because of the work that we do. We see the impact, and I will never grow tired of that.
I think when a call is put on your life, you just grow in that call. You get better in the call. And I think in my case particularly, you just finally inhabit the call. You know, you just inhabit it, just like getting up, having a glass of water. You just, it becomes a part of your life. You just inhabit it. So as I was talking to Miss Mitchell, and she gave us the history, refreshed our minds about the history and Father Holly, and how the name comes from the street where the center was located, and so forth. What is the future vision for the Dakota Center? You went from a humble little house on a back street on the west side of Dayton, just dealing with the needs of that community, of the neighborhood, into now is almost 2 blocks of the building where you are now.
Yeah, we have 13,000 square feet under roof and just short of 4 acres.
Wonderful. And so in there, let's tell the people about the facility. You have a big gymnasium in there for people to come, after school programs.
And the community as well, because we use that space to assist charter schools that don't have gym space for their physical education courses, and also their basketball and volleyball. And we also use the gym as rentable space for the community, and it gets used every weekend, pretty much throughout the year, about 40 to 45 Saturdays a year.
Seems like there was always something, when I was on the board, something was going on in the gym.
Oh, there's something going on always at Dakota Center, whether it's the 32 hours of direct programming we deliver each week, or we're hosting meetings or different groups. Last night we had a volleyball game going on in our gym, and we had about 40 people in our parking lot for a drum corps. So, and that was at 6 o'clock in the evening, and that was after a full day.
And you need that parking lot, because there's always so many people coming and going that, you know, that parking lot is it was needed.
Yeah, it's a large space.
It was needed to, you know, people to come in and park and so forth. And I want to talk about the computer program. This is so important, because not everybody, you would think in this day and age, everyone would have a computer in the home, but there are still some homes that don't have them.
Very much so.
And so tell us a little bit about the computer program.
Yeah, so the Dakota Center has always been very progressive with their learning opportunities. And so when the facility was brought out of the ground 23 years ago, it had a computer lab in it. And, and it was at that time, a state-of-the-art computer lab. And after 23 years, things have progressed enough that we were able to convert everything into a digital environment where Wi-Fi is everywhere. And through various grants that we were able to write and gifts we were able to receive, Verizon being the one that gave us some money to buy Chromebooks. So we now have 20 Chromebooks that are stationed at the Dakota Center. And as such, both the senior program, any adult 55 years old and older, and any child K through 8th grade living in Montgomery County can participate in our programming. And if they don't have a computer, then we have computers there to assist that. And we include the use not only of computers, but also digital citizenry in both the senior and the after-school program. And it's really come a long way. The seniors have adopted this.
Okay.
And have really kind of been the group that moved it forward.
So the youth and the seniors, is there a connection there?
Yeah, there's always been this intergenerational feel at Dakota Center. And as such, our senior program every year is the backbone to our community baby shower. And so this is, we just had it April 15th. We had over 60 families that we were able to serve with our baby shower, and that is a way in which we can walk with them for the first year of their child's life. So it's for new and expecting mothers, and the seniors in the senior program, they work to raise money for that. They also help with registration, and they also work the day of event with it as well, because it is something that's important to them. And the other thing that happened this year as well is that a couple of the mothers have been paired up with 8 of our seniors, and they are kind of mentors to them now as these young mothers face the things that are challenging. So not only do they have the support of the Dakota Center and our partners, Children's and Premier, and Help Me Grow and Learn to Earn and all that other stuff, they actually have a relationship, if they wanted one, with one of our seniors to help them.
I can only imagine what can come out of that. That would be could be a lifetime relationship, just for them, the seniors mentoring them, the youth, these young adults, and the seniors. I can see where maybe the young adults may come to a point where they might look after the seniors, you see? So it's like a double blessing, and it's I call it connecting the dots,
Yes.
so that people can have the help that they need, because everyone, you can't live in this world and not have help. Everybody needs some help, and many times that help comes from this is interesting, because I hear God says this to me all the time. He says, don't look to certain people for the help. Look to me for your help.
Yeah.
I will send the vessels. You see, the vessels, we want the help. We don't care whether it's coming from,
That's right.
And so who we need to be going to is God for the help, and God will release it. Don't look to the way of the world, because there's a lot of noise in the way of the world. And so I'm a big one on prayers and seeking God's guidance in where He's taking me and what my role is to be in this. There's more to come on the William Pace Show. We're going to have Miss Sharon Mitchell back with us, and we're going to learn more about the Dakota Center. There's more to come. Stay with us. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on The William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present The William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you. Good evening, I'm William Pace, and you're watching the William Pace Show. And tonight my guests are Mike Miller and Sharon Mitchell from the Dakota Center. Thank you so much for both being here tonight. There's just so much that I could go on talking about the Dakota Center. There is so much. But I would like to invite the viewers to call the Dakota Center and to make an appointment to come in and take a guided tour and see how special the center is and how special what they do, the ministry that they're doing is, So give them a call. The number's on the screen, and they'll be glad to talk with you. In this final segment, what are some of the big needs for the center? What are some of the big projects that are coming up that are going to need funding, that are going to need hands, volunteers, that are going to need believers to come in? Give us a sampling of some of the big things coming up in the next year or two that you hope to bring into fruition.
Well, I'm going to talk for Miss Mitchell here for a minute. One of the big things that the Dakota Center is getting into is a week from today, we are going to be a monthly food pantry. And it is something that has been a while in its coming. When I joined the Dakota Center 6 years ago, Miss Mitchell was running mobile food pantries only for the first 6 months, but it ended up being 18 months. And so that is one of our big needs coming up, is to take a look at this food pantry and how it grows, and then the volunteers that are going to be needed for that, the equipment, if we're going to be offering more refrigerated items than we currently are able to do right now. So that is one of our big needs coming up in the next couple years, is how that expands and grows.
So is there a need for people to bring in donations like canned goods, or send to man the food pantry? What opportunities would there be for people in the community that if they would want to volunteer? Is it delivering of the food? Is it stocking the food on the shelves? Or is it?
We could probably use people in all those areas, but the most important thing is that on that day, they will be able to drive up in the parking lot, and they'll be able to come in, and they'll be able to get register and get the food items that we have prepared for them. Okay, it's not going to be exactly like our mobile food giveaway. We started off doing, this is how we really got involved. It was doing Aldi's closing in West Town. And when Aldi's closed, we found that there was a lot of seniors in the 45417 zip code that did not have any way to go get fresh produce. And so Dakota Center, I spoke with Mike and with the staff at Dakota Center, and they felt the need as well as I did. And so we just organized our own mobile food giveaway. And we got with Dayton Food Bank, and they provided us with the food. And we went around William and asked churches if we could use their parking lots. And so they said yes, and I think we went to maybe 10, maybe 12 area churches, just going around and using their parking lot and setting up food and having people come around and pick up that food.
Wow. So you brought the food to the people.
Yes.
They didn't have to worry about how they were going to get to you.
No.
You took the food to them, because transportation is a big problem for some people.
For some people, yes.
And as well as mobility issues for people.
Yes.
They have that challenge as well. What else?
Well, just to close out on the pantry, is that it's going to be on the third Thursday of every month, and it is at Dakota Center, 33 Barnett Street, and it opens at 11 and closes at 2. And that is something that is now an offering that we are very honored to be able to do.
Great. Tell the viewers, we want to give the phone number. I want you to repeat that a couple of times.
Okay.
And the address and the website.
Okay, the phone number is 937-228-8961, and you can ask for me, Mike Miller. Our address is 33 Barnett Street, Dayton, Ohio, 45402, and our website is www.dakotacenter.org.
That is wonderful. For the coming week, what's coming up? Anything special?
Well, I'd like to mention that Dakota Center was able to get a playground for our children. Yes.
Where, is that on the grounds?
Yes. Right now you can go and you can see the brand new playground that we have out there for our children. From kindergarten, well, really preschool. I say preschool age up to about 12 years old. And it was a dream of mine when I was at the center to be able to have a playground for our after-school program. And so we finally, with the aid of Mike is awesome when it comes to development. So it was with the lead of Mike that we were able to get the funding. And so now we have a beautiful playground for Dakota Center and that McFarland neighborhood area.
Which is so needed.
Yes.
Which is so needed. So the hours of the center, they're open Monday through Friday. From what, 9 to 5?
Yeah, it's 10 to 5.
10 to 5.
Because we use that hour between 9 and 10 to get ready for the seniors. At 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock is the senior program, and then 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock is the after-school program, and that's Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, the seniors don't have that day, and so Friday morning, is a quieter morning for us. But that hour is just to get ready for the seniors to show up by 10.
Okay, thank you so much for being on the program tonight. My guest, Sharon Mitchell, and the director, Mike Miller of the Dakota Center. Please call and make an appointment to stop in and take a tour. There's more to come on the William Pace Show, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. Stay with us. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on The William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on The William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present The William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.